Now this is the traditional way we mount an ultrasonic transducer to the outside of a pipe with some type of a cam mechanism. We've got a rail, we've got a chain. This is another way that you can mount an ultrasonic transducer to the outside of the pipe. This is from Fuji for the Portaflow C. This clamp-on or handheld ultrasonic transducer is on a rail, one-piece configuration. Coming up next on Tech Review. Hi, I'm Brent Baird with Instrumentsdirect, and on today's Tech Review, we are going to check out the clamp-on transducers of the Fuji Portaflow C ultrasonic transit time flow meter. The Fuji Portaflow C is a very popular portable flow meter and has many great features. So, what's the big deal about the transducers? Well, for starters, their 2 and 1 megahertz transducers are mounted on a rail, which saves big time and makes installation on a pipe much easier. You can strap it on a pipe, or you can actually handhold it to the pipe. Let's check out the specifications. Alrighty, here we go. This is the handheld portable Fuji ultrasonic flow meter, the Portaflow C, model FSC. This is the device that, of course, would indicate what your flows are, log your data, and so on. This device will then get hooked up through signal cables to the clamp-on transducers. So over the years, Fuji likes to continually upgrade and change the transducer part numbers. And then the current transducer versions are in the chart on the right. You can still use the old transducers on the left, but if you upgrade to the new FSSC 1 megahertz transducer, you will need to update your firmware, which is not a big deal. We can help you do that, or you can do that yourself there. So basically, this is the new set of transducers, or current set of transducers for the Fuji Portaflow C. Here we go. This is the small pipe transducer. The small pipe transducer on the left FSSD is 2 megahertz for pipe sizes 1/2 to 4 inches. The transducer in the middle is the FSSC, the one we were just talking about. This is 1 megahertz and it works on pipe sizes 2 to 48. Wow, that's kind of interesting. So it's pretty much the workhorse. Transducer on the right is the FSSE, which is a 0.5 or 1/2 megahertz. It is not on a rail. This is reserved for very large applications, and you can use it for 8 inches up to 200 inches there. So very, very large pipe applications is what you would use that transducer on. As we indicated, the FSSC is quite a novelty transducer, and it is a 1 megahertz transducer. It has a slightly different crystal angle, so that's why we need to update the firmware as opposed to the traditional 1 megahertz, the 31, the 11, 41, and so on. This one's kind of unique. The overall length of the rail itself there is 18 inches from end to end when it's compacted. For larger pipe sizes, you remove a few screws and it telescopes over to 34.6 inches in length on the rail. So it kind of just slides out and makes it longer. Then, if you have a very large pipe application and you need to use the Z configuration, you remove the blue rail and then you will actually have 2 separate rails with transducers on it, one on each side of the pipe, and each one will be in a rail in itself, which makes that large pipe application installation very much easier. One transducer we haven't mentioned is the high temperature version, the FSSH. This is up to 390 degrees F. The traditional transducers from Fuji go up to 212 degrees F. This goes only from pipe sizes 2 to 16 inches. It's a 2 megahertz transducer, but it is very big and bulky. You can see the thermal rods that come on the top of the device there are large, so you need to have a big suitcase. And the second biggest problem is, you guessed it, it's the price. This high temperature sensor costs almost as much as the handheld meter itself. It comes in at about 5,000 bucks just for the high temperature transducer. So that is kind of interesting as opposed to the other transducers. If you need to put the meter on the pipe, Of course, we need to use some straps. The old days used to use flexible straps, and now here's the current type of technology we use. Small pipe transducers, we use the reusable zip tie, which are very handy, medium size. We use a ratchet strap, and then for the old timers there, we still have the good old Velcro straps, which you can wrap anything to a pipe there. So whatever your preference is, it's easy to put on the pipe, or as we said, this type of transducer, you can hand hold it. Of course, after you put it on the pipe, you need to hook up the signal cables to the transducer to the electronic or handheld flow meter. The OEM cable's a little lightweight there, though there are aftermarket heavy-duty cables with no junctions and go directly from LEMO to BNC, and they are available in a whole bunch of different lengths, 10, 20, 50, 100 foot, and so on. Should you have an old BNC and BNC connector, you can use a LEMO adapter. So this can just go on the end of your BNC connection to make a LEMO adapter, which is the port connector on the flow meter side. And the biggest question I always get asked is how much acoustic couplet or sonic grease do we put on the transducer? And the simple answer is toothpaste on a toothbrush. The pipe is round, the transducer is flat. We just need an acoustic path to go from the transducer to the pipe itself. Grease comes in all different flavors. We prefer the silicone grease, but that's a whole video in itself. So, to recap, one of the key values of the Fuji Portaflow C portable ultrasonic transit time flow meter is that it's easy to use because the transducers are mounted on a rail. It makes it a lot easier to install the transducer. You can strap it on the pipe if you're doing an extended flow survey, or if you just need a spot check for flow rate, you could even hand hold it on the pipe. Just one of the many reasons the Fuji Portaflow C is one of the most popular portable ultrasonic flow meters. Thank you for watching our program. For more information on today's subject, check out the show notes and links listed below. And if you like what you see, subscribe to our channel. As always, we would appreciate any suggestions of technology that we should include in our tech review program. This has been Brent Baird for Instrumentsdirect. See you next time.